Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to Preregshortcuts. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite excited to share with you the best foundation training program out there for you. So I want to make sure you guys can all hear me. I want to make sure you can all see me. Please type in the comments yes. Type a yes if you can hear me and if you can see me tonight. So I have an amazing program for the past year. Umar and I have been working endlessly on the Preregshortcuts Foundation Programme. We've developed a platform that is an all-in-one program. We have an amazing plan that has been approved by the GPhC, and this is used by pharmacies such as Paydens Pharmacies, Jardines Pharmacy, and loads of contractors. So in today's session, the main aim is to go through with you, unveil this new training platform, and show you all the amazing and the unique benefits that this program has. And I mean this when I say this is the best foundation training program. And why is it the best foundation training program? I will go through all of the things to show you, and you could probably decide that for yourself. So I just want to make sure before I begin to go through all the exciting features of the website, I want to make sure you can hear me clearly, and I want to make sure you can see me. So if you can hear me and if you can see me, please just type in a 1 in the comments, type in a 2, type in something so that I know that you can see me, so that I know you can hear me. So over the past years, I've been doing this for about 10 years. It's almost a decade since I've been helping so many trainee pharmacists with the exams. To date, we have helped over 5,000 trainee pharmacists succeed. So it's something I'm very confident about. I am very positive, and this hasn't changed for me in the last 10 years. In fact, if you look at it, we have set the trend when it comes to online training. And if you don't believe me, all you can do is just go to YouTube and go far back as 10 years ago and see those that started posting educational information online. So thank you, Muthada. Great to have you on. Fahad, thank you for joining tonight. Thank you, Mo21. It's great to have you on. Kishore, thank you so much for putting a comment on there. I know how it is normally when we join sessions. We try to be quiet. We have a number of you watching, but we try to be so quiet and just watch. But please feel free to drop a comment. Let me make sure you can hear me, and let me make sure you can see me. So let me talk about Preregshortcuts. Preregshortcuts is a foundation training provider. Previously, we used to provide support for the exams. So it was just basically calculations, clinical, MEP, OTC. But that has changed. So we're no longer an exam revision course as such. We are a foundation training program. So that's what I want to make sure that you understand the difference. We are a foundation training program. What does this mean? This simply means Preregshortcuts has become a one-stop place. Every single thing you need for your foundation year, we have developed for the past year. Umar has been busy. Umar Majid is my colleague, my best friend, co-founder, and we both started Preregshortcuts together. And for the last 12 months, Umar has been working behind the scenes to bring this platform to you. How did we put this together? All we did was we asked ourselves one question. What do trainees want? Not what I want, not what Umar wants. What do you want? It's been all about you. So when we started with just calculations about 10 years ago. And then after that, we moved on. We added a clinical course. Then we added the MEP and the OTC course. And now we are a foundation program. So every single year, we're always developing. We're always adding new things to the program. Hence the reason why we're so unique. Absolutely love your videos. Thank you, Salwa. Appreciate the feedback. And you will love the new ones coming up. What we have this year will absolutely blow your mind. And there are some of you that have done the course already, even last year. You will see when I show you the new platform, it is totally different. Edward Wright says, looking forward to the program. Edward, thank you so much for that feedback. I am looking forward to meeting you. I'm so excited for you, Edward. And believe me, you're going to have the best year. And also this year, we have over 50 live sessions. There's no other provider out there that does as much live sessions. We're going to be doing sessions throughout the whole year. So from next month, when we start the live sessions, we're doing them all the way to the exam. Doris, hey Marvin, just jumping in to say hello. Wow, Doris, Okafor, great to see you. To say hello, I qualified over 3 years ago and thriving in primary care. I have no doubt. I never doubted you, Doris. I knew you will do so well. But I still hear your voice at the back of my head while in practice. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time out, Doris. You didn't have to put this down, but just the fact that you've taken time to put this down, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And congratulations. I never doubted you. I knew you would be a star, and I'm so proud of you, Doris. I'm really proud. Okay, so for the likes of Edward, that probably starting the program this year, so excited for you, Edward. I'm going to go through the program. I'm going to go through the website so you could see live, and I'm going to show you all the features that we have. And the likes of Doris that are on here that did this program 3 years ago will probably testify that this is nothing close to what she used to have. It is a complete revolution from what Doris used to have just 3 years ago. And that's what makes Preregshortcuts so different, because every single year we make things better and we're always innovating. So let's go straight into the platform. Right. So you're going to see our foundation program. So again, we're not just a course that we used to be, just an exam course. We're actually a foundation training provider, which means in order to be a foundation training provider, you need to have a GPhC-approved plan. You need to have the plan with all the learning outcomes. And for a pharmacy or a contractor to have you as a provider, they need to submit this plan to the GPhC. So this year we have done a plan, and that plan has been submitted. It's been approved, and we have a number of organizations, including Jardines Pharmacy, including Paydens, and all these pharmacies. We are going to be doing the training for all the foundation year trainees, and they had to submit our plan, which was approved by the GPhC. So that is a big change and a big step for us. So in terms of our pass rate, 90% pass rate this year, June 2024, it's been 95%. So very proud to say this June, the pass rate for us has been 95%. We've been doing this for 10 years, so you can imagine the number of trainees we've had over the past years. And every year we have about 700 trainees on the course. So putting that together, we've had over 4,500 trainee pharmacists. Trustpilot reviews outstanding. Currently, we have almost 300 Trustpilot reviews. There's no other training provider that has about 300 Trustpilot reviews. So we've been doing this for quite a long time. So normally 1 in 4 trainee pharmacists is enrolled on a Preregshortcuts program. Our lessons are very interactive. We've added more live sessions. So one of the things that makes us very different is we do a lot of live sessions. So you're not going to be on a program where perhaps you see us once a month and that's it. No, you're going to see us every single week for a couple of hours until your exam and beyond. Now, this also makes us quite unique. For the last 4 years, consistently, we've been nominated, and you could check this by the CND. We've been nominated for the best training and development program consistently for the last 4 years. We're the only training provider that in the last 4 years consistently has been nominated in the last 4 years for the best training and development award. We work with a lot of companies. When we started, we hardly worked with anyone. Right now, we've got Paydens, Jardines, lots of contractors. We have many universities we work with, the Montfort University, the NPA, ECG. We're connected with NPA. They do our leadership program. ECG does our vaccination training, clinical skills training. We've got CANDAB, CND, Kingston University, Portsmouth University, Birmingham. We deliver sessions to all of these universities. And recently, we've got Wolverhampton University, where we are doing the training as well for the students from Wolverhampton University. So one good thing I have for you on the website is please you sign up. We have a lot of free content for you, a lot of free content that you could access. And one of the things that makes us very different is we have the most free content out there. And I'm so proud of that because I started doing the free content years ago. In fact, I'm going to give credit as well to Serena Speaks, because when I started about 10 years ago, around that time, another person that was doing a lot of good content on YouTube at the time back then was Serena Speaks. So we started doing a lot of free content, and we had other organizations that know more, but at the time, things like Team Prereg, these were out there doing a lot for Preregs at the time. So please sign up if you want. It's free. You got free access. Just put in your email, and then you're going to get GPhC style questions every single day to your email with answers. You're also going to get resources. You're going to get updates. You're going to know when we're live. So it's a very good resource to use. It's free. Join and access all of this. I'm going to go through the product, and I'm going to tell you what makes us very different. Because that's probably the question that everyone has. Like, why you? Why should I join Preregshortcuts? Right? So I'm going to go through that. It makes no sense for me to say, hey, listen, this is the best training program without actually telling you why. And the reason why I'm so confident is not just blind confidence where, yes, I'm the best because it's my company. No, it's because of what I'm about to show you. Right? So we have, I absolutely love your videos from NG. I absolutely love your videos. Thank you so much for all your help. I was wondering if there are any programs recommended for pre-reg who are taking this November exam. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we're going to go through. Any special for pharmacy licenses, we'll go there. I'm going to answer your questions. We're going to go through. I'm going to spend a lot of time with you. Have you dealt with any foundation year pharmacists that studied in the industrial sector? Loads. Loads. Doing placements in industry, loads. So that's we have 700 trainees each year. So you can imagine. All right. So okay, let's go in. So about the website, what makes it different? What makes this program different? So what is it about Preregshortcuts? I've already shown you some of our achievements that we have, some things that separate us from everyone else. But let's look at the program. Here is where we start talking about the difference. I'm going to go through, in this session, I'm going to go through what makes Preregshortcuts different. We're going to look at exam revision courses, which we offer, which are different. The live online study sessions that we do, very different, including the number of sessions, 50 plus live sessions. It's very interactive. Then I'm going to go through program resources, which is another massive difference, because now, for the first time, we've got workbooks. We have over 50 workbooks. And here's the thing. When I talk about workbooks, most of you will be blown away when you see the quality of the workbooks. And all these workbooks are free for those of you on the program. But when I show you Preregshortcuts workbooks, you're going to be blown away. I promise. I will show you what the workbooks look like. Guys, there is no other, and I mean this. I'm not just saying this because there's no point in me just saying things because I think it's my company. The reason is because I know how much work and I know what these workbooks are, but I would like you to judge for yourself. So everything I say to you, I want you to look and make that judgment yourself. But I'm going to show you what Preregshortcuts workbooks look like, and you will be totally blown away. Then we have a question bank, which again, I've got to give a lot of credit to Umar. Umar has worked tirelessly on this platform. And there's been a lot of investment to this platform for you. And now we have a question bank. And our question bank has over 1,000 GPhC style questions. Now, here's the thing. Anyone could write questions and anyone could have answers to those questions. And you can look at those questions. But the question you're going to be asking yourself is, are these questions any reflection of the GPhC style questions? Or are these just random questions? The questions, guys, if you look at the reviews that we have on Trustpilot, many trainees and those that were on the course actually say that the questions were a reflection of the questions that they did in the exam. So the question that came on the GPhC exam was a reflection. Now I'm going to show you guys the question bank as well. I'll show you everything because visual representation is the best thing. Words mean nothing. I'm the best course. That is nothing. Show me. Show me you are the best course. Show me what is it about this, Marvin. Let me see. Let me see these workbooks that you're talking about. I'll show you. So we've got program resources. We've got question bank. We've got the mock paper, which again, our mock paper, you can look at the reviews, a reflection of the GPhC exam. These students have done the mock papers. They've walked out. I can show you so many messages. We can post you all the messages. And even if you go to Trustpilot, you see students saying that as well. Oh, I love the Preregshortcuts mock paper. It was a reflection of the exam. The similar questions came up in the exam. Now, when I talk about us being different, I'm showing you what's making us different. I'm showing you why this is the best training program, foundation training program, because it's a complete program. It's everything in one place. Gone are the days when we'll say, hey, listen, buy clinical for me and maybe buy OTC over there because we don't do OTC, or perhaps no, sorry about this, we don't really do live sessions, we only sell you notes, you have to go for live sessions over there, and oh no, sorry, we don't really have mock papers, you have to buy a mock paper from over there, and by the way, oh, we don't have any designated supervisor program. If you want that, perhaps you need to join the likes of Buttercups, the likes of Pro Pharmacists. Yes, if you want a foundation program, by the way, and we only do revision courses. Gone are those days. The reason why we're different and what we've done, the biggest change is that word all in one. It's an all-in-one platform. Everything in one place. You don't have to look out. It's all there. All right, so we have a designated supervisor program, which is new. And this is a very good program. So imagine many trainees stress because the supervisors are not supporting them. Or perhaps supervisors are new. They really don't know what to do because they're new. They're not experienced. So what we've decided to do is to solve this problem out by designing a designated supervisor program, which is indeed free for anyone that enrolls. If your company enrolls you on our program, all your designated supervisors or anyone that is a designated supervisor will have free training, be part of our program. And here's the good news for you. It's going to make them better supervisors because we're going to support them to support you. So it's no longer just Preregshortcuts and you, the trainee. It's Preregshortcuts, you and your designated supervisor. And this is unique. This is another difference. It's not just about you. It's about you and your supervisor. And we support both of you. So it's a three-way thing. And I'm going to show you what makes this program different as well. And then we have additional training options. So we're going to go through each of them. I know many of you are excited to see the workbooks. Where should we start? Tell me where you want to start. So we're going to go through. I'm here for you, and I want you to choose where you want to start. So Kishore can't wait to see the workbooks. I can't wait to put them up as well. I can't wait. All right, great. What about pharmacists in the US? I don't really know much about pharmacists in the US, unfortunately. I only focus on pharmacists in the UK. That's what I do. But you have to contact someone else about pharmacists in the US. Have you dealt with foundation pharmacists? That's a yes. Okay, I've answered that question. All right, so let's go in. Let's look at the program. So number one, exam revision courses. This is exam revision courses. So just for your exam, the four main courses are your clinical, which is your BNF, MEP, OTC, calculations. The first thing we offer is all of those. Now, the question is, okay, everyone can offer a calculations or a clinical on MEP or OTC course. So what is different about your BNF course? I'm going to click on there. The first thing that is different is this. Okay, we have now 365 days access. So the moment you join this program, you have it for the whole year. Previously, we used to have them according to weeks. You pay according to maybe 20 weeks access, 36 weeks access, but now it's a full year, so you don't have to worry. You have it for 1 year. Now, here are the things that make it different. Number one, you have 50 plus recorded lessons. So you're going to have recorded lessons as well as live lessons. You're going to have a workbook. You have regular updates. You have revision tools. The notes are filled with so many mnemonics, infographics, active recall, mind maps, quizzes, summary sheets. And then you have all the videos. Everything is so detailed. 300 minutes just for your GI system. And the cardiovascular system, which is the high rating chapter, a big topic, you've got 620 minutes. So one of the advantages, the benefits that many trainees say is the reason why they love Previous Shortcuts is we go into detail. We go into detail. So it's very easy. As you can look at all the topics, click on there. Everything's broken down. Introduction, arrhythmias, rhythm, rate control, CHA2DS2-VASc, orbit, Hasbled, statins, hyperlipidemia, digoxin. Everything is made easy for you, in line with your GPhC framework. Venous thromboembolism, warfarin, CVD risk assessment, DOACs, heart failure, ACS, everything. And then at the end of every single lecture, you've got case studies and you've got GPhC exam questions and updates. So we have separate sessions where we go through case studies, we go through GPhC exam questions, because you always have to test yourself when you learn. So at the end of all this training, we need to also test you and make sure you're prepared for GPhC style questions. And you can download the updates, BNF slides, and we always update the course. So for example, you have a stroke update because you've had an update to the guidelines. So we have that on there. And it's so easy because all you do is just press play. And
so if that's clear, we are done with nitrates. Hypertension. Yeah, man. Let me talk about measure blood pressure, looking at hypertension.
Everything.
This is blood pressure. Because if you have to have that,
everything is so easy. Click on it. You can see there's a lot of diagrams, there's a lot of mnemonics, there's a lot of color. The notes are so interactive.
CCB, as a preference.
And we give you everything. And we tell you places where that get tested in the exam. We help you out. So it's not just having random notes, but it's also having areas that get tested. So you're learning, but you're also preparing for the assessment. So it's amazing. So that's just showing you the course, and you have loads of this. So the first thing you're going to get is you're going to have that for clinical. Then you have that. You can see all the chapters. Chapter 3, respiratory system, the same thing, 250 minutes, all the topics broken down for you. At the end, you've got case studies, GPhC exam questions, updates. Same thing, the CNS, which is probably the most difficult for most trainees. We've broken this down and we've made it so easy for you. And at the end as well, you have case studies, GPhC exam questions, updates. So this is fantastic. So this is just our BNF. Then we have the same for calculation courses. You can see the calculation courses, the same access, all 14 chapters, 250 plus GPhC style questions, a lot of practice, 2 calculation mock papers, calculation workbooks. Phenomenal. And it's so easy. Our tutor, Umar, and Georgina as well. You could just go into one, click on it, and then you can watch your video.
So possible questions. Infusions questions, we're going to have 3 to start off with. Sometimes you'll need to use the S.
It's all there for you. A lot of independent study, and at the same time, a lot of live classes as well. So you can study on your own, and at the same time, you join the live sessions, and you could work with us, work with tutors. So same goes for MEP and OTC, loads and loads of sessions, easy to access the website. Everything is broken down for you into little topics. Pediatrics, chapter 1, the lovely Georgina.
What's this?
Colorful notes. Goes through all the conditions.
Chickenpox
very
over and done with,
interactive.
right? So, does anyone who roughly remember with these childhood conditions? Okay, how I remember my red flag referral symptoms for chickenpox.
Colorful,
okay,
easy, red flags. Everything is done for you guys. So simple and it's great. So those are the courses, are exam revision courses. The next thing we're going to go to is the live study sessions. So again, this is another area that makes us completely different, is the number of live sessions that we do every single year. And this year, we're going to be doing sessions throughout the whole year. So you could see on here, it starts in September. You have a good structure and you have a good plan from day one. So once you're part of the course on the platform, all you have to do, join on the BNF live sessions, calculation live sessions, just click on that. It's easy. MEP, everything is made so easy. It's really easy. And we have all of these sessions that are going to come up. And you can see the dates as well. So you know exactly what you're going to cover all the way to next year. It's in November, December. We also have guest speakers that come in sometimes. So you could see a special guest speaker session on the 11th of November, where we get pharmacists in, we get people to come in to inspire you. It's fantastic. I wish I had this when I was doing my exams, But yes, so it goes on to February, all the way March. We're doing live sessions throughout the whole year, all the way till June. So you're with us the whole time. Previously, we used to do live sessions until about January, and then we used to stop and only do MEP and OTC. But now we're going to carry on throughout the whole year. And here's the reason why we have over 50 live sessions. Over 50 live sessions. It's quite a lot of sessions. So that's how easy it is to join the live sessions. Now let's look at the program resources. So program resources make us quite unique because we give out a lot of resources now compared to what we even did last year. So here's what we have as resources. Number one, we have a GPhC-Approved Training Plan. So it's no longer just about the exam. Tomorrow, I'm going down on Tuesday. I'm going to be down in Kent, and I've got an induction program with all the trainees from Paydens Pharmacy. And then after that, we have Jardines as well. But we're going to be doing an induction. And as part of an induction training program, everything we do is in line with the GPhC framework and the learning outcomes. So we don't only give you information to prepare for the exam. We also have to make sure that in the pharmacy, you're doing all the practical things and you're doing all the assessments and you're taking off all the competencies, and we're going to support you with your progress reviews. So that's the reason why I say we're not just an exam revision course anymore. We are a foundation training program. So what you're going to have access to in terms of our resources, you can get the GPhC-Approved Training Plan, and you could follow this plan to do well in your exams. Throughout the whole foundation year is broken down per month. So you know exactly what you have to do in your pharmacy each month to tick off all those competencies, to tick off all those learning outcomes so that you can submit them on time, as well as attending your live study sessions. You're going to have a revision checklist, which you'll be able to download, an amazing checklist. It covers everything for you, making your life easy. You have a good plan from the start. You have a great checklist, which you're going to be able to download soon. You're going to have a progress tracker. So throughout the website, you could see how you're performing. It's going to track your progress as you go along. You could see what you're completing. We have targeted revision. You have study guides. You have loads of study guides, stroke workbooks, and we have loads of them. So you could see with the workbooks, our workbooks cover every topic. So you got calculation workbooks, you've got BNF workbooks, MEP workbooks, OTC workbooks. Ladies and gents, I'm going to say this again with confidence. There is no company out there that has the quality of workbooks that we've produced. There is no other. In fact, when most people see our workbooks, many people are going to try to copy our workbooks. When most of you see these workbooks, many companies will try to copy Preregshortcuts workbooks. They will, because the workbooks are this good. So do you guys want me to show you the workbooks? If you want me to show you an example of the workbook, type of 1, type of 1, type of 1. If you want to see examples of Preregshortcuts workbooks, type of 1, type of 1, type of 1. You'll be blown away. You'll be blown away. The amount of work that has gone into putting these workbooks for the trainees this year is mind-blowing. The workbooks are very detailed. They have scenarios, they have case studies, they have pictures in there, they have mnemonics. Right, Mutada, Fahad, does anyone else want to see the workbooks? If you want me to show you a sample of the workbooks, type of 1. So all of you joining the program, you have access to all these workbooks. Let me see, let me stop sharing this and let me go onto my workbook screen and let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's share the workbook. Right, so can you guys all see the screen? If you can see the screen, please type a yes. If you can see the screen, if that's clear, please type a yes. So this is an example of the workbooks that you're going to receive. Every single module. Clinical, 16 BNF chapters. You have workbooks for each of those chapters. Calculation workbooks, MEP. There is nobody. There is no provider. I'm saying this with confidence. If there's any provider does, please show me. There is no provider with the quality of these new workbooks which we've done. No one. Not yet. Perhaps when people see this, they might then decide to do something better. But hey, okay, let's take an example. So these are all workbooks, as you can see. all workbooks to the highest level. So let's take an example. Let me open any of the workbooks. What workbook do you guys want? Why don't you choose a topic and let me know? Let me know. Which one do you guys want? Is it a hard copy or is it online? You'll be able to download it. So these are online workbooks because with 700 trainees and thousands of pages of workbooks will be a lot. So we have it online. So yes, you will be able to download it. And if you want to download all of them, and if you're able to print all of them, then yes, why not? But there are quite a number of workbooks, loads of workbooks. Okay, let me show an example. Do you want to choose anyone? Do you want to choose any workbook? Do you want any specific workbook? Let me know. Or I'll just choose a random one for you. So let's take something, maybe high rating workbook if possible. Wow. Yeah, let's go cardio, because cardio is big. You've got central nervous system. But why don't we just take cardiovascular? So cardiovascular workbook. Don't know how big this is. If you can see the screen, let's see. Oh, AI wants infections. Can we do cardiovascular AI? Because I've just clicked on it. Or do you really want infections? Are you happy with cardiovascular? Let me know. If not, I could search for the infections one. But I've got so many workbooks, I need to search to find one. All right, but let's look at cardiovascular. And we could look at infections if you want. Okay, cardiovascular workbook. So you could see, number one, we have 34 pages. All right, 34 pages. When you go to most places, if you don't believe me, you could go to most other providers and you could say, hey, have you got workbook? Show me your workbook. They're going to give you a workbook, cardiovascular, maybe about 2 pages. I know, because when I did my pre-reg as well, I had workbooks where just a few pages. And most of them were just empty spaces for me to then fill things in. Just cardiovascular workbook, 1 out of 16 of your BNF workbooks, we've already got 34 pages. 34 pages. Okay, what we've got on the pages, are they empty pages? Look at that, ladies and gents, look at that. The quality. So each workbook is not just a random, hey, tell me about heart failure. It is also matched to your learning outcomes. This is the reason why we had a GPhC-approved plan. This is why we are a foundation provider. Because everything we do has to also match to the learning outcomes, so that when you study and when you're filling in your progress reviews, you have the evidence and you know exactly which numbers, which learning outcomes you've achieved. Because we want to make sure that you cover all 55 learning outcomes. So we always match everything to the GPhC framework. So number one, you will hardly find any workbook by providers that have been matched to the learning outcomes to this much detail. So that's just the first page. So an example, we're looking at chronic heart failure. So you have everything about chronic heart failure, introduction about chronic heart failure. Then look at the diagram, right? So you have your chronic heart failure management. You have your diagrams in there to help you. Then look at that. You've got your GPhC style questions. It has to be a GPhC style question. Examples, questions. We go through these. And then this is, oh goodness, this is amazing. This is amazing. We have everything, all the answers on the course. So you have all your notes and all those answers, you can see them. You have case studies, analysis. You have patient counseling scenarios. You have medication reconciliation exercises. So it's not just about learning, oh, I know about heart failure, that's it. We also have to teach you how to apply this in practice. So we have to talk about what you have to do in the pharmacy. You have tasks to do in your pharmacy to make sure that all this knowledge is applied. And then you could also fill in your e-portfolio and you could use this as evidence. So we have patient counseling scenarios. We have the up-to-date stroke management guidelines. You've got good diagrams. This is the stroke workbook. So everything, guys, you have everything on there. It's amazing. You have case study analysis. You have tasks to do, hypertension workbook. You can look at all of this and you can apply all of this. It's a thing of beauty. Case studies with vital signs. Look at this. This is phenomenal. Please let me know when you find workbooks provided by any provider with this quality, this detail, marked to the GPhC learning outcomes, with case studies in there, with practical things that could help you with your reviews. Then I'll be happy to put my hand up and say, hey, there's another workbook out there like ours. There's none. No, not now. Maybe in the future, people might see this and decide to step up. But the quality of the workbooks, the pictures in the workbooks, the diagrams, and thinking that this is going to be for free. Once you join the course, everyone joining the Previous Shortcuts course is going to get all of these workbooks as part of the program. So, hey, DOACs, high weighting areas, all in there for you. So this is just one with 34 pages out of 16 chapters. So what are the differences? Ask me the question again. Why is Previous Shortcuts different? Why am I saying this is the best training program? Because I believe it and I know how much work we've put into the program. I know what we're offering. So this is your workbooks, part of your program resources. And this is just one of the resources out of many. So let's go on to the next thing. We've got Question Bank. This Question Bank has been one of the greatest assets for many trainees recently that passed the GPhC exam in June. And what most of them say is by using this Question Bank, I was able to answer many questions in the exam because the Question Bank indeed was a reflection of the GPhC exam. Because when we designed this Question Bank, we were not sitting down and saying, all right, let's do a question bank. Anyone can do a question bank. We're not sitting down to say, oh, let's just do questions and let's sell a question bank. We wanted to make sure that the features on the question bank are similar to the features in the actual exam. So down to the technical levels. So we're looking at the content, but we're also looking at the technicality, the functions that you have. Because the whole idea is not just to do a mock, but it's also to prepare yourself on how to do the mock online so that when you're in the exam, you're also familiar with how the exam works. So we've got calculation section. It's so easy. You have calculation section. You have clinical mixed. So that's a mix of different clinical topics with MEP and OTC. Or you could just have the clinical therapeutic chapters, just BNF. Or you could have MEP on its own. Or you could have OTC. So all you have to do is so simple. You literally just go straight in, say we'll go for clinical. I always go clinical because I'm a clinical guy. I do clinical for the course. So you go in there, you look at, it shows you the number of quiz attempts. So these are not really my quiz attempts, by the way. These are just random quiz attempts I put on there, but it's just to show you what the picture looks like. So when you, it gives you feedback. It shows you what you're scoring. So I've done this. I put all of this in. It shows you clinical. It tells you the high weighted. It tells you medium weighted. It shows you how many questions you've done. It tells you how many you got correct. It gives you a percentage. Many people always say for questions, you want to be scoring 70%. So you have a good indication. It also tells you how much time you took because time is important in the actual exam itself. So everything is done similar to the GPhC exam. And you have all the important metrics to guide you throughout the year. So by the time you get to your exam, you'll be so good. So you could choose. So all you have to do is you go on here and you could choose a topic. Say I want to do a medium weighting area. Just click medium weighting. You could choose the number of questions you want to do. Do you want to do 10 questions? Do you want us to do 20 questions? We could go for 20. You go for 10. You could choose. Now, what if you get extra time in the exam? That's fine because on here, you could change that. You could add yourself extra time if you want some extra time. But it tells you how much. So with 20 minutes, with 20 questions, we sort of give you 20 minutes with clinical. So a minute per question. So all you have to do is click on that. You start your quiz. It's so easy. It tells you have 20 minutes to complete 20 questions. You've gone for medium weighting. You start the quiz, questions come up. So you could see you got your 20 questions. Everything is so good, so colorful, GPhC style questions on there. So you have the question. I could just choose a random answer. You could review your answers. So you go to the next question. You could go back and forth. I'll just choose a random. And then the next one, just choose something random. And then the next one. But even the design of it, guys, so much has gone into this. So colorful, easy on the eye. It's beautiful. It's what you need when you're revising. And then you have the timer. And that's going down. So at the end of everything, you could then review your answers. You could check and you could change your answers. And you could view the answers if you want to change them. And if you think everything is fine, just like the normal GPhC exam, you could then submit everything at the end. So I'm going to just submit those answers. And then it gives you a score. You scored 0%, Marvin. Oh my God, no. So it shows you on there the percentage. It shows you the ones you got wrong and the ones you got right. But another great thing about this question bank is feedback. So again, we don't have those sort of mocks or reviews where Hey, this is the question and the answer is C. No explanation. No explanation. Oh yeah, this is, oh, the answer is B, and that's it. But how do you learn if you don't have a rationale? How do you learn if no one explains to you why this answer is correct? So we've made sure that on this previous shortcuts question bank, you have a full explanation. So if you go to this, for instance, I got this wrong, and it tells you the correct answer is COC, pill 4 weeks, and it gives you an explanation. We assume this patient should be advised to stop estrogen containing blah, 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 hormone this 4 weeks before elective surgery, and all surgery to the legs, blah, blah, blah. So it's not, oh yeah, answer is C, the answer is B, the answer is D. It gives you very, very detailed, up-to-date, in line with NICE guidelines, feedback. And this is mind-blowing. This is another thing that makes the Preregshortcuts Shortcuts program the best, the absolute best. Okay, so there we go. Right, so I don't need to go through all the questions. We have over 1,000 questions. Right, so you got over 1,000 questions on there, guys, with feedback, detailed answers. Now let's go to the mock paper. We have mock papers as well. Everyone giving us the reviews has said the same thing. The previous shortcuts mock paper was so similar to the exam. Our mock papers are like £150, but if you're on the course, it's free. So again, well designed, you practice it, you go through mock questions, it's very easy to log in. You have access to it and you access it, and that's it. Once you've done it once, that's it. But best time to do this is when you've done all your revision towards the end of your foundation training before your exam. So again, we have the mock papers. You don't have to look anywhere. Now, this is our new feature that is fantastic. Again, it's what makes us different. It's our designated supervisor program. There's been a lot of contractors that have reached out to Umar, myself, lately in the past months, saying they really want to join the program because they've found out that the designated supervisor program is so good. And they have tutors or designated supervisors that are not experienced. They need help, they need support. So what makes Preregshortcuts supervisor program different, it's very interactive. The tutors have a separate Telegram group. They've got separate program modules. They've got live drop-in sessions so that they could drop in at any time and get some help. So it's a community, right? It's an interactive community for tutors, so tutors don't feel left out. And it shows you all the subjects, the live sessions they do. They could, like, how to facilitate the trainees' learning. It's all to support you. We're showing them how to make your journey easy, how to develop the role as an effective supervisor, key qualities of designated supervisor, so that you have the best quality supervisor, so that you can produce the best quality results. So everything's on there, even in terms of giving feedback and live drop-in sessions. So your tutors don't have an excuse anymore, or you can't have an excuse saying my tutor doesn't know what to do. Why? Because if anything your tutor doesn't know what to do or is not sure about anything, we're here to support your tutor, and we will support your tutor. And they're also going to be part of a Telegram group where they're going to chat with other tutors and exchange ideas as well. So it's phenomenal. And this is a free program if you enroll in our program. So if you tell your contractor, I want to join the Preregshortcuts Foundation Program, as part of this foundation program, your designated supervisor will get free training and support from us. Then we have additional training courses, such as first aid and clinical assessment training. Again, as I mentioned, we're not just about the exam. We've gone past that. That was years ago when we used to be all about the exam, clinical calculations. That was a very long time ago. Very long time. So we have a lot more. A lot more. So let's see. What else? Someone says the screen got locked. Oh, did it? Let me stop that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me just go back to this. I think the screen was stuck on a different slide. Okay, so yeah, so we have sorry about that. We have different training plans. So first aid, clinical assessment. So it's not just about the exam. So please don't think about Preregshortcuts as, oh, Preregshortcuts is a GPhC exam course. We're not. Right? We're a foundation training provider. We do far more than this. We've gone beyond that. Years ago we were, when we just started, but we provide everything now. So vaccination training we do with ECG. We have great partners. And leadership training, we're partners with the NPA. So we train you as well for leadership. And it's a full journey from university all the way to when you're actually a pharmacist. Sorry about that. I know I stopped on. I'm really sorry because I was going through this, but I didn't see the comments. I didn't realize that I'd not changed the screen. But this is what I was showing you guys earlier. It was the question bank. So I'm sure this is sharing now with you. Great, great. So thank you, Kishore, for showing me that I was on the wrong screen there. So this was a question bank. I was saying you have mix, you've got calculations, you've got clinical mix, you've got clinical therapeutics, you've got MEP, you've got OTC, and you could choose any of them. Choose any one you want. And it shows you your scores. It tells you what you got. It tells you what you got right, what you got wrong. It gives you a percentage. Many trainees need to be scoring around 70% to be in a good place before the exam. So you have a progress review. You see where you are when you do each attempt of questions. You could choose your weighting. You could go for low weighting. You could go for medium weighting, or you could choose to have a high weighting quiz. And then you have number of questions. You could choose how many questions you want. You could do 5, you could do 10, 50, 40, 30. So I'll just go for 20. And then you could put how long. So if you have extra minutes in your exam, you could then put how many minutes you want this to be. So you just start the quiz. It's so easy. Just press start. And then you have the questions. So all these questions are GPhC style questions. So I'm just going to choose random answers, just move forward. Then you could go to the next question and we'll just choose random. But just to show you that all the features are similar to the actual GPhC exam features, because we're not just designing a mock or a question bank. We're trying to design something that's as similar to the exam as possible. Then you can move backwards and forwards. And what you could do as well is you have a timer. So you're there with time to make sure you keep an eye on your time, just like you would do in the actual exam itself. Choose. And then once you've done everything, you can review your answers. So you go to review. And just like the exam, if you're happy, you have SPCs there as well. If you're happy with your answers and you don't want to change anything, then you could submit like you do in the actual exam itself. You submit your answers, and then you're going to get feedback. So what I was saying is, compared to perhaps there might be some banks out there that just give you the answers, but they don't really give you detailed rationales, right? Don't give the detailed explanation. It might just be, yes, the answer is C and that's it. But it doesn't really explain to you why the answer is C. So with this, you have a feedback on each answer with a detailed, up-to-date answer for you. So this, for instance, I will just click on there to see the feedback. It tells you, as you can see, it gives you the answer, and everything is in line with updated guidance. So you could see there's a correct answer is A, and it says the NICE guidelines. So it uses NICE guidelines. We always try to use NICE guidelines of the BNF, important references for you. So it's a very powerful tool, and this has helped so many trainees pass the exam in June. Can you inject vaccines to the trainee pharmacies after training? As far as I know, yes, depends which ones. Depends which ones. I think with your flu vaccine, I need to confirm that. But I think once you train the flu vaccines, you may be able to. Again, PGD has allowed this. Okay, great. So we've got all of this. So that'll just to show you the question bank. The same with the mock paper. I was saying the mock paper is the same principle. Mock papers are designed like GPhC style. All of you on the course, you have it for free. And the mock paper is the same thing, right? It's all shaped according to GPhC style with the features on there, making sure it's up to date, making sure you have good answers, you have good rationales behind every single answer. And then you also have the designated supervisor program. So as I said, with this program, you have program modules for your tutors. So this is for your tutors. So we don't only support you, we support your tutors as well. They will have live drop-in sessions. They have someone that looks after them to look after you. So you don't have that excuse anymore of my tutor isn't experienced or my tutor is not really good. He doesn't really know. It's the first time. We're going to support them as well. And you have the full program that's designed for them and the great videos.
Welcome to Module 1, Part 1 of the Designated Supervisor course. This module is all about the roles and responsibilities of a designated supervisor, and it will give you all you need to.
So this is an incredible course. Again, free if you join our program. So if you want to join, you can have if you speak to your contractor or if you speak to your pharmacy owners, all you have to tell them is, I want to join Preregshortcuts. And that's fine. They could reach out to us. We're going to send them our GPhC plan. That could be submitted to GPhC. And then the training plan, which will be fine. And then, yes, we're going to enroll them on the Designated Supervisor Program, which means that you are part of the program and they are part of the program as well. And we're going to support both of you so you get the best out of the tutor gets best out of you. And that's why many contractors are obviously joining Preregshortcuts because of this program. It's so structured, it's so interactive. They have their own platform, they have their own support, they have their own live classes, drop-in sessions, replay videos, everything for the tutors as well. Another thing that makes it unique, and then obviously the additional training. So in terms of the program, so if you went onto the Preregshortcuts website and you wanted to join our foundation program, this is the program. The Foundation Pharmacists. You could buy individual courses. If you wanted just calculations, that's fine. If you wanted just the question bank, that's fine. You could get just whatever you want from the site. But the Foundation program gives you everything. So our Foundation program, number one, you have 365 days access. So it's very simple. You have it for the whole year. It's no longer 20 weeks or 30 weeks, the whole year. We work with ECG and the NPA for vaccination training. So that's an addition. If you wanted vaccination as well, first aid, clinical assessment, leadership, you can get that as well separately. Now, in terms of what the foundation program has that makes this program, again, very different and the best program, is exactly what I've explained to you. Number one, we have over 100 hours of all your courses. You have your BNF calculations, OTC, MEP. You don't have to go any further. It's all in there for you, okay? Over 100 hours. Then you have your live study sessions. And these live study sessions are every week, about twice a week, Mondays and Tuesdays. And we have over 50 interactive live sessions. And the good news is if you miss a live session, that's fine. You actually get the replay video within 24 hours of the live session. So I do know there's some providers that go, hey, that's it. If you've missed a session, you're not even going to get the replay video. But no, we don't do that. You have the replay video and you can use that all the way for your 365 days. And then we have the workbooks that I just showed you, our revision workbooks. So you have those revision workbooks, checklists, study guides. Again, there's so many of them. There's over 50 workbooks. And there's hardly anyone that gives you over 50 workbooks. I showed you just the cardiovascular, already had about 34 pages in there. So they're very detailed workbooks as well. And they're all matched to the GPhC framework and your learning outcomes. Then you have the question bank as part of the program. Over 1,000 questions. I just showed you the question bank. You're going to have access to all of this. You also have access to the mock paper. So I mentioned about mock paper. You have access to mock paper. These two things, we have a lot of feedback on our Trustpilot where many trainees are saying they found the June exam easy as well because these questions on the mock paper and the question bank were very similar to the exam. It's all on there. You could see that. That's not me saying it. Just go on to Trustpilot and read the reviews that we've had in June, and you see many trainees talking about the question bank and the mock paper. We have a Telegram group, so you'll be part of a Telegram group that has over 2,000 trainees. So you're not on your own. We're always there to support you. I'm on there. Tutors are on there as well. Another feature that is different about us. This is another thing that is so different. Not only do you have that designated supervisor program, you're also going to have a progress check-in call. So these are your progress reviews. So you're going to have a call from our members of our team, checking on you every couple of months when your progress review is due. So we're going to make sure everything is fine. We're going to make sure that you're progressing well, you're submitting the right work to GPhC, you're ticking off those competencies, those outcomes. Just going to make sure your e-portfolio, make sure that every single thing is working for you. Right, so you have that extra support. So these are one of the things that makes this program so different and totally the best out there. It's everything. You got your progress tracker. You can monitor your progress. We could track your progress from day one, see how you're doing. At the end of the course, you also get a certificate which you can use as your CPD, and you get that. So you can see the price of the course. Now, this is the best thing about this, right? You can see £1,000. It's got a discount on there now. You could get about £200 off. But even more exciting is we offer something that no one else offers. And this is by Klarna, right? So we have a very, very interesting Klarna feature that no one else offers. No one else offers because Klarna will normally give you 3 months. We actually have a 12-month installment with Klarna. And with the 12-month, you don't even have to pay anything for the first month. 0 interest on it, 0 payment for the first month. You can literally just join the course. Even today, you could just join and you access everything. So, and you could pay over 12 months, and it's just about £72. So it's like £72 a month for 12 months. And with that, you could join the program. So previously, people are like, oh, I can't afford the program. Oh, the program's expensive. Oh, I can't. But this is a foundation training program. This is not a course. This is not just a clinical and calculation MEP course. It's a foundation training program, as you can see. It's the biggest investment. Now, at the bottom, you can literally, this is a new thing, which we've introduced this year. And there's no other provider that does this, I know, because it's taken us a lot to be approved by the FCA, right? So this is your Financial Conducting Authority. So the FCA has approved this course and has approved us. We can now have installment payments for up to 12 months, which simply means with £74 a month, you can join. And listen, it's so good that the first month, now you can literally join this course today without paying anything. The first month, 0 payment, 0 deposit. You join on there, you click on the course, you get on Klarna, you go to the 12 months, you'll be able to access the full program straight away. And you start paying £74 from next month. And for many of you, some of you may even join the course where by the time you need to finish paying this, you're already pharmacists. It's amazing. It's affordable. It's there for you. Join the Previous Shortcuts, £74 a month for the program. If you wanted our other courses, you could get some of this for about £20 a month. So if you apply the same thing to maybe just the question bank, or apply the same thing maybe to just the mock paper, with some of these, you could just pay £20 a month. Again, no interest or anything. It's exclusive to Previous Shortcuts. Exclusive. I tried, does not accept me for 12 months plan. They just offer 3 months. So that's it. So again, just like everything else, you're going to assess your financial state, right? So it's like applying for credit, right? It's like, so you have to apply to them to get the 12 months. The standard of Klarna is 3 months. Okay, for everyone's 3 months, because that's standard. But our 12 months offer, you obviously have to submit your application based on your financial status. Then Klarna is the FCA, right? They're going to approve whether they're going to give you this or not, because they're literally paying for the course for you, and they're paying for the course for you in advance, and then you're paying them back £74 with no interest on it. So Muthada, if say you've tried it and they're only giving the 3 months, then perhaps you may get someone else. You have to make sure financially that you can afford it, but perhaps you may have someone else that may be able to afford this and pay this for you, and you'll be able to spread that over 12 months. So that's entirely up to you. Again, the offer is there, which is great. The offer is there, which most people don't have, and it makes this very possible for you. It makes it very affordable for you, and it makes it possible for you to just jump on there and start this training program and get access to all of this. Okay, so please take advantage of this and use it. Use this, because no one else offers this. And the reason why I know no one else offers this, because Umar has gone through almost 7 months to be approved by the FCA. It takes a lot of hard work for them to offer you 12 months. Most of the time, everyone is 3 months. It takes a very, very long time with so much hard work. And we're very proud to say, so far, we are the first to be offered this. So it's making payments easy for you. It's making your life easy, and you have everything there for you. So any questions, guys? So this is the program that is starting. It started, it's open now. You can join the Previous Shortcuts program anytime. With all of this, once you join the program, you're going to start accessing all of this. You have access to all of this great stuff. And our live sessions start in September. You could see the live plan, which I showed you guys earlier. If you have any questions, please ask me. We're always here to help. If you want to speak to someone directly, if you want to speak to anyone directly, then you can go onto our website. We have a live chat button. You go to our chat support on preregshortcuts.com. So www.preregshortcuts.com. All you have to do is just go onto our website, and you can chat to us directly from there. If you have any questions, please go onto the website, chat to us directly. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I missed the answer, but are we able to inject vaccines as trainee pharmacists after vaccination training? Again, that's why I'm not too sure. You have to check with your PGDs. But you should be able to for the flu vaccines, but I don't want to say yes and then you go to your pharmacy. No, we don't do this. But yeah, for certain vaccines, may be able to. But I have to double check for the flu vaccine. I'm not too sure, but I think perhaps once you have the training, PG allowed to training pharmacists are able to. I don't know. I have to double check that one, whether a training pharmacists are able to do the flu vaccine. Well, we'll do the training. Provide the training, which most training pharmacists do it after the training, and then they can vaccinate as pharmacists. But I have to double check whether trainees are able to do this now if they've done the training, if that PGD allows you to do it. Okay, so that's no problem. If you want, you can send us an email, or you could chat to us on here. You could chat to us on our website, and we could get that answer for you straight away. Okay, I just don't want to say to you yes when I'm not exactly sure, so I'll double check that. Okay, so any questions? Any questions about the program? Any questions about anything? Muthada, is that Muthada? Is it Muthadu? Muthadu or Fahad? How do you pronounce your name? I just want to say to you, it'll be great to have you on the course. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Again, I don't come out here to say this is the best training program just because it's my program. I'm not that sort of person. I say things with evidence, and I show you with evidence. So right now, I've just shown you the number of things. If someone wants to ask me why Marvin Preregshortcuts, why do you say you're the best? Number one, Trustpilot. We have over 270 Trustpilot reviews. Excellent rating. I don't think there's anyone else out there that's got over 270 Trustpilot reviews. Number two, we have over 50 plus live sessions. I don't think there's anyone that offers 50 plus live sessions on the program. We have a 12-month installment option, which means you could pay monthly. You don't even have to pay the first month. I don't think there's anyone out there that offers this. In terms of the course content, I already showed you our courses, how detailed they are, the videos. I don't think anyone's got as detailed. Another thing as well is I showed you the workbooks. Our workbooks are so detailed. You have over 50 plus workbooks and study guides covering OTC calculations in absolute detail. And not just a workbook to learn, but it also matches the GPhC framework right down to the learning outcomes. I don't think there's anyone else that does that, a workbook to that detail. The next thing as well is our designated supervisor program. I don't think the providers offer designated supervisor program. Reputable providers like training providers like Pro Farmers, give them credit. Buttercups do designated supervisor program. But apart from that, I don't really know of other companies out there that have a designated supervisor program. And this is very specific for your tutors, and we speak to them. We have someone, Shireen, that's so experienced, that is going to be in charge of the supervisors. They have their own Telegram group. They have their own support group, and that's the difference. Even the programs that offer designated supervisor training, majority of them don't have this level of engagement with the tutors. So again, another thing that makes us very different. So I could go on and on, but I don't just sit here to say, hey, we got the best course in the world, because that's just being stupid. That's being arrogant. That's being biased because it's my training. I'm saying this based on what I see, what we have in terms of services, in terms of reviews, in terms of awards. So you could check our training C&D nominations. For the last 4 years, we've been nominated consecutively. There's no other training provider that has been nominated every single year for the last 4 years. You've had training providers that have been nominated. Of course they are. Right? Again, the likes of Pro Farmers, Great Pharmacies, Buttercups, Revised Pharma, one of the best companies out there. I love Revised Pharma. Big shout to Revised Pharma. But again, I'm talking about the last 4 years consecutively, every year for the last 4 years. So we've had that Preregshortcuts. We've been nominated this year. We'll be going over there. But all of these are what I'm telling you about Preregshortcuts. And I want you to know that it's all about being open to you, and it's all about being honest to you. I'll be doing a very disservice to tell you, hey, we're the best course out here, when I can't even prove it, and I don't even know anything else that other companies offer. So I'm very happy for anyone and any provider, anyone to challenge me, to come to me and say, hey, Marvin, hang on a minute. Did you say you do more than 50 plus live sessions, more than anyone else? Hey, Marvin, I do 100 plus live sessions on our program. Fair play. I'm going to put my hands up and say, wow, I didn't know that, but well done. I'm very proud of you. Or someone said to me, oh, Marvin, well, did you say you were nominated 4 times consecutively, the only training provider for the last 4 years consecutively, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024? And I go like, Yeah, but if someone says to me, oh yeah, but I'm a training provider and I too have been nominated consecutively for the last 4 years, then I put my hands up and apologize and I'll say, hey, listen, but so far I literally don't know anyone else but from us. So at the end of the day, everything I say to you is because I know it's value for you. I know every single year we have Umar, for example, that works full time. Umar works full time behind the scenes just to make the course better each year. So we have someone that works on innovation, like full-time innovation on the Previous Shortcuts course. So it's going to take quite a lot. It's going to take quite a lot for anyone to be better. All right. So thank you guys so much. Hope you had a great evening. Thank you. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. If you're interested in the course, if you're interested in the program, please reach out to us. Would you say your calculations model is very beneficial for someone who's reluctant with calculations? Absolutely. So again, anyone that's reluctant to calculations, the question is, why are you reluctant to calculations? It's for 2 reasons. The first reason is you. It's either you're not motivated for calculations. You probably don't like calculations. Or number 2, whoever teaches you calculations doesn't inspire you enough to enjoy calculations. So the 2 things, is you or the tutor. So here's the thing. The reason why Previous Shortcuts are very beneficial for you is, number 1, we have 2 amazing calculation tutors. The first tutor is our director, Majid director, myself, co-founder Umar. Umar is amazing. He has a lot of videos, calculation videos. Umar scored 39 out of 40 in his GPhC calculations. 39 out of 40. And when Umar scored 39 out of 40, I'm like, wow, Umar, you are a living legend. Until we met Georgina. Georgina is the other calculations tutor. So majority of the calculations as well, you see a lot of videos by Georgina. And Georgina scored 40 out of 40 in her calculations exam. She had 100% in calculations, literally beat Umar by 1 mark. I thought that wasn't possible, but she showed it's possible. Now, I don't think anyone else in the world can beat Georgina's 40 out of 40, because that's it, it's done. No one can have 41 out of 40. So if you're asking me, do you have the tutors that are going to motivate me, that are going to inspire me, that know how to teach me and help me love calculations? Yes, you are with the best of the best that have scored 40 out of 40 and 39 out of 40. So next question will be yourself. How motivated are you? Now, we have all the tools to help you. The best way to become better at calculations, it's easy. It's one thing. It's do as much calculations as possible. Practice, practice, practice. So just on the course itself, on its own, just the course, you have over 250 calculations that you practice. Then outside of this, you have your question bank. Remember, I said to you, you've seen the question bank. We have over 1,000 questions. You have a whole section of just calculations. So you could practice all these calculation questions. So we have a lot for you to practice. The next thing you need is you need to have a timetable. You need to have a plan. Because guess what? Failing to plan is planning to fail. The quickest way you could guarantee yourself to pass is to have a plan from day one. So we give you a plan from day one. We have a workbook for calculations from day one. So if you are absolutely serious about passing calculations and being good at calculations, then start today, start now, start practicing at least 1 or 2 calculations a day. Get the support in the live sessions, start speaking to your calculation tutors, and I promise you 100%, by the time you get to June, this time next year, you will pass calculations. So the ball is in your court. Do you have no pass refund policy? What percentage pass rate is there with Preregshortcuts Shortcuts? So Preregshortcuts Shortcuts, as you can see, I'm going to show you here right here. So here's the thing. Pass rate, we have 90% pass rate. This was last year. Right? Last year, June was 90%. This year, June 2024, we have 95% pass rate. 95%. Here's the thing. Anyone can pull out the pass rate from anywhere. And sometimes you go doubt people that say, hey, listen, I've got 95% pass rate. Oh, I got 99% pass rate. I've got 98% pass rate. The way we know we have the pass rate was because obviously we had the refund policy or the extension policy. So many students that fail will either ask for a refund or they're going to ask for an extension. And using that data of those that have asked for the refunds that have failed coming back to us, we can then analyze how many of our total students have failed. And that's how we get our overall pass rate. So this June is 95%. That means that the 5% of the students are those that have messaged us after the exam we've seen and they said, hey, listen, I failed the exam, I need an extension. All right, so we don't do a refund policy for the program, but we do an extension policy. We do extensions, which means if you have 365 days on the program, but if you fail, we're going to extend your access. All right, so we don't have a refund policy anymore, which we used to have. We made it easy this time. We don't have a refund policy, but what we do have is an extension policy, which means you're going to pass. You are going to pass. Would you say your calculation model is very beneficial for someone? Okay, so I've answered that question already. So yes, yes, we have an extension policy. So you're sure to be on the course until you pass. Okay, any other questions? Any other questions? Please, if you have any other questions, please just email us. Our website is very active, and we have a whole chat section on there. So I'm going to show you. So if you just go onto the Preregshortcuts website, you could simply just go on here. That's the chat. And you can chat to us. We have a chat support team, and they're going to get back to you, whatever questions you want. And if you want a phone call, we're happy to arrange phone calls with you as well to talk with you. If perhaps you want to join the program and you're not too sure, reach out to us and we'll go through every single detail. Okay? So great. Let me let you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for everything. And I'm looking forward to a great year with all of you. Another great pass rate. We've put in all the work. We've got the best tools. We've got the best system. Down tomorrow, I'm going down to Paydens Pharmacy. We're meeting over 14 trainee pharmacists that all joined the program. Many of you have joined the program already. It's not even started, but we already have lots of students already on the Preregshortcuts Foundation Training Program. So, hey, it would be great to have you as well. It would be great to have you as well. And once you join, I can promise you, I always give 100%. Umar gives 100%. The whole team gives 100%. We're here to help you pass. And I promise you, if you do what we say, you follow the plan, you're active, there is nothing that's going to stop you. The only thing you're going to do next is you're going to turn that dream of yours into a reality. So see you soon. Take care. Thank you all. And I can't wait to see you all on the program. Take care. Bye.